Hello there. Good evening once again. This is Ishola and Doris here.
Yes.
Welcoming you all to Marriage for Life tonight. And yes, we we began a very interesting topic yesterday, which we carried on, which we said we're going to go into a deeper dimension of it today.
Yeah.
We began to talk about sex and the importance of sex between husband and wives in marriage, and how that can really help husband and wives to really get deeper and really get more intimate with each other.
Good.
And so tonight we are talking about communication and sex.
Yes.
So I want to welcome everyone who's joined in tonight. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Wow.
The audience is building up so quickly.
Good evening.
Hello, Pearl. Hello, Augusta.
Yeah.
Hello,
Amanda.
Bunny. Hello, Amanda. Good evening.
Hello, Beatrice.
Hello, Maureen
Pastor
Jones.
Olu. Pastor Olu, was a great time this morning with you.
What an amazing time with
Rock
Pastor
Church.
Olu at Rock Church this morning.
It was really wonderful.
Wow. Sister B.
And if we've missed anyone
Dolly.
out, we're saying hello now.
Hello,
Just
everybody.
everyone. So
We're going to just go straight. There's so much to talk
and hello,
about.
Sarah, as well. I remember that.
Hello,
Sarah. Yeah. And
Good evening, Oyakachi. Good evening, Berisala.
Yes.
Good evening, Mrs. Majek. Good evening. Guys, share your videos.
Yes.
Come on, hit the share button.
So don't
You know how
forget-
to do it.
Yeah, just don't forget to share this video right as we're talking now.
That's right.
You can just share it right now.
Yeah.
So that you can invite your friends as well to come on live as we continue to discuss this issue of sex between married couples. Remember, it's between married couples. And Hon, we've been married for nearly 18 years now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
18 years in October.
And one testimony we have is that it just keeps getting better and better and better.
Yes.
Yes, we do have challenges, so we're not saying that we live in heaven and then and function on the earth as angels. Yes, we have differences. Yes, we have things that we have to deal with every now and again. But I tell you, it just gets better because we're understanding each other better.
Yes.
Even sexually.
That's right. That's right.
understanding each other
I mean,
better
Hon,
in all things. Yeah.
it is so much better now than when we were, say, earlier on in marriage.
In our marriage, that's right.
So much better because you get to know each other better.
That's right.
It is so much hello. Right. And so I want to, just to start on, allow me to read this.
Okay.
It's not a long one this time.
Yeah.
But allow me to read this to everyone, just to buttress what we've been saying, especially what we said yesterday about looking after yourself, looking after your spouse sexually is so important. And whilst I appreciate singles, I love it. I don't mind singles, especially senior singles. I don't mind them joining. This is amazing. It's good for everybody. You can train yourself for marriage.
Yeah.
So yes, we don't mind at all. Okay, so singles, you're welcome on the platform tonight because we don't want you discovering after you have now married. The more you learn now, the better. But as you learn, you keep that
That's right.
for marriage. Okay, so listen to this. This got posted on a marriage WhatsApp book. It says, I have discovered that love doesn't guarantee the success of a relationship. Did you hear that? Love does not guarantee the success of a relationship. Love cannot help you stick to one person all year round. Love alone cannot do it. On the other hand, cheating isn't always a product of not loving your partner.
That's right.
In fact, loving someone does not guarantee not falling in love with someone else. This is deep, guys.
Really
Married
deep.
folks, this is deep. Hon, if you keep an eye on people joining so that when we're saying hello, we know the names.
We know who they are. Yeah,
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Now, relationships work out. Now, this is the key here. Your marriage will work out mostly because of your head, not your heart. Your heart can lead you to many places. But you must listen to your head. you must listen to what your head is saying. Your head is about discipline. Your head is about making the right decisions. Your heart can take you everywhere. But your head, you must listen to your head. Relationships, marriage will work out mostly because of our head, not our heart. It works out because of our emotional maturity. So we've got to be emotionally mature. It works out because of our empathetic intelligence and self-discipline. Because time will come when you will see someone more beautiful, more handsome, more romantic, more intelligent, more sexy, richer, curvy, God-fearing people than the one you are in a relationship with, the one you are married to.
That's right. Yeah.
I always say this to ladies, because you feel you're beautiful does not stop other women from being beautiful. Just because you're beautiful, pretty, so my husband, it doesn't stop others from being pretty. You're not the only one who is beautiful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So guard your marriage, guard your sexual intimacy.
And for husbands, just because they're handsome doesn't mean that other men are not going to be handsome.
That's right.
It doesn't stop other men from being handsome.
That's
so
right.
You're not the only handsome man.
That's right. You're not.
There are lots of other handsome
Quite
men.
frankly, you're not.
Yeah.
There are lots of other handsome people.
Yeah.
And in fact, for us ladies, it's not even about how handsome you look. Women we're not that, like I told you yesterday, we're visual, but not as visual as men. That's why you can see a pretty lady, and then you look at her husband, he's not so handsome. But the reason she falls for him is more than physical attraction. It's more than that.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It's more than that.
I want to say welcome to, hello to some people here.
Yes.
Mama Lena, hello. Pastor Mary, bless you. Thanks for joining tonight. One or two other people.
Loads of other people who have joined.
Yeah, who've joined in.
Yes.
So I am, let's see,
Charles, Morenike,
who else?
Mame.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nade, I think Nade is there as well.
Nade looks like Nade
that's
is there
lovely.
as well.
Princess Yeti, Charity.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. So everybody share, click your share button. Click your share button. Okay. So now, listen to this again. It says, you think happily married people don't see better people than the ones they're married to? You think they don't feel funny sometimes? You know, I told you that there's a research that says in the lifetime of a marriage, every marriage, a man and a woman would have felt attracted to somebody else at one season or one phase in their life. This is the truth. Nobody will tell you. A lot of people will not come on a platform like this and tell you this. It is the truth. But now, however, this is a movement where we are committed to marriage, doing it God's way. So we're all coming together, we're learning.
That's right.
And in fact, it says, you think they don't feel funny sometimes, you think they don't catch feelings, they do. But understanding that commitment is greater than feelings is the great weapon that destroys the impulse.
That's right.
That you feel.
Right. That's right. That's
from
right.
time and time again.
That's right. That's
whilst
right.
you're
That's
married.
Right.
Those impulses that you feel.
A man that's committed, a woman
commitment,
that's committed to her
commitment
marriage.
is greater, than any kind of feeling. Your commitment to your spouse, your commitment to your marriage
that's right.
is greater. Listen, you can fall in love with anyone, but building a marriage is what takes absolutely more than what attracted you in the first place. It takes more than love.
It takes more than love. That's right.
It takes more than love.
That's right.
It takes commitment. We're fond of loving when it's convenient and sweet. We're too fond of loving when love is there. But that can only last for just the first probably 3 to 6 months of the marriage. After then, you realize that the feelings have dropped. They didn't really drop. All those butterflies that were flirting.
Infatuation and all that, ceases to occur.
What happens is after then you realize that the feelings have dropped. It's now your responsibility to make it work.
It's not love.
Not love's responsibility.
Wow.
You cannot depend on that love. It is now what? Your responsibility to make it work.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Now, relationships cannot be ready-made. There's no one dropped in heaven. What you work on is what will work.
Exactly.
A marriage that is worked.
I like what you just said.
Yes.
Now. What you work on
is what will work.
Actually work.
Yeah. Now, everyone falls in love. It is not just love that keeps them together. It's determination and commitment. Everyone. Now, tonight is about just teaching you. Because yesterday we were all hyper. We were so hyper. You were hyper. Everybody was hyper. We were talking about sex. And that's amazing. We loved it. It was awesome. We all had a good time.
That's
but
right.
Tonight we want you to sit back and take in some of the teachings that will help you in your relationship and in your sex life. Wait for it. It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah, it is coming. Absolutely. It's coming.
Now, so building a relationship is hard work. It's like building a career. It's like pursuing a dream. It's always tough. At some point, it'll be so bitter. But you can make it work by putting your heads together. You can scale through the trying times by being focused and committed.
That's right.
The kind of love that attracts two people together is not the kind of love that will keep them together.
Wow.
Be emotionally strong. Be self-disciplined. Sticking to one person is not natural. Do you know that? The flesh does not encourage sticking to one person naturally. That's why those who are led by the Spirit, they are the sons of God. Apply this to your marriage. You must be led by the Spirit of God in your marriage. Because if you follow your flesh,
they're the ones that stay married.
Fantastic, hon. Those who are led by the Spirit
in
their marriages are the ones that stay married. Oh wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So now it works great and perfect with everybody. Okay? Developing yourself to do just that. Developing yourself to stick into your mate, to your spouse. Yes? Fantastic. Right, so hon.
Yes.
Tonight, sex and communication.
Communication, that's right. I'm sure people are raving to hear all the...
yes, I want to hear as well.
I also want to hear.
Okay.
And just to say that as we begin to talk about these things, if you have comments, also type them and just share them with us as well.
Yes.
So that we can actually just read through that and also acknowledge all that you're
putting. We'll look at some of the comments even from yesterday, honey.
From yesterday as well.
There were comments from yesterday.
So
amazing comments.
Amazing.
Don't worry, we're going back to it. How many times in a week?
In a week.
There were some awesome comments. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right, honey.
Okay,
straight to it.
So what do we first talk about? Is it communication?
Communication and sex. Communication and sex. All around sex.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll do communication during sex.
Okay.
Let's go for it, honey.
All right. So we're just going to talk about certain points. We're just going to take them one after the other and just talk about them. And we might have to speed a bit through them.
Yeah.
But we want you to just take these notes. And if you've got a pen and paper with you, writing notes down, that's brilliant. So
That's
you can
right.
go back and revisit, these points later on.
Okay.
Now, so the very first thing that in communication and sex is that the more you communicate with your spouse,
Yeah.
especially talking about sex,
Yes.
the more sexual you both become.
Yes. In fact, especially because communication is actually a mega need for women. So the more you get into their world, the more you talk to a woman, the more the more you talk through, the more you talk to a woman, the more sexual she becomes.
The more sexual she becomes.
Yes.
Because and that leads us to the second thing, that constant communication opens the man into his wife's world.
Yes.
On 3 levels.
Yes.
Physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
That's right. That's right.
When we learn to communicate verbally, very well, and especially talking about sex.
That's right.
Now, it just opens the woman. It's like I want to call it. It's like the sex before sex.
That's right. That's right.
And so that just opens the man into the world of his wife.
That's right. That's
there
right.
you just see your wife naked before you, emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
That's right.
And there's no better place to be.
That's right. when you constantly communicate with her,
Yeah.
constantly talking to your wife,
That's right.
constantly listening
That's right.
to your spouse. Yes?
In fact, someone says that communication has always been the key.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. And that leads us to the third thing. What brings, and this is the third thing, now listen to it now, because we're talking about communication
Yeah.
around and about sex, okay? Before we talk about communication during sex. So that's the first thing we're dealing with. Now the third thing is that in a marriage situation,
Yeah.
what brings about detachment physically, emotionally, and spiritually between a husband and wife is secrecy.
Yes.
And what leads to secrecy? A consistent lack of communication.
Yeah.
It leads to a world of secrecy between husband and wife. Listen, married couples, no secrecy
No
between
secrets. No secrets.
you. No secrets at all.
Secrets is a killer of sex. Is a killer of sex drive. Sex is secrets.
kills
It just
everything.
kills everything. It kills the
Totally,
moment.
It just
like
kills
my husband
the
says.
moment. Yeah, it just kills
You
the
just
moment.
kill the moment.
It kills the moment.
Kills the whole thing.
You know, because at the end of the day, what secrecy does is it helps evil to thrive.
Yeah. It helps evil to
But when
thrive.
there's openness and communication, there are no secrets.
That's right. That's right. The secrets cannot survive in the light. Yeah? The evil things can't survive in the light.
They can't survive in the light.
When things are open in the light, the light exposes darkness.
Yeah, it exposes
The
darkness.
Bible says darkness cannot even comprehend it.
Yeah. So husbands, no passwords on your phone. So even if you have passwords, your wives must know your passwords.
Social
On
media
your social media
activities
activities,
should be
it should be open
between
between
husband and wife.
Okay, so understand that this is important.
It's so
no
key.
secrecy.
If you want a smooth sexual intimacy, no secrets. How many times have if there's something I need to say to
That's
my
right.
husband that I have not told him, something I feel like I'm hiding,
That's right.
when he touches me,
You
I cringe.
Yeah,
I like, you can't be open. You can't connect.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
word.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
difficult
It's
to connect
difficult
when
to
you
connect
know
when there's something being
there's
hidden.
something being hidden. You can try and fake it. You can try and fake the connection, but for how long can you keep faking a connection when there are things in between?
that needs to be dealt with.
There are barriers that need to be broken down. Yes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that brings me to the fourth thing, which is that secrecy is the enemy of intimacy.
Yes.
But openness and honesty enhances sexual intimacy.
True.
Communication about everything should be between
And
couples.
anything.
And like we said, especially on social media.
Yeah.
So husband, you should know all the friends that your wife has on social media. I mean, you should know about them. You may not know them personally, but
Yeah.
you know about them.
Yeah.
And wives, all the friends you've got on your social media, your husband should know about them.
Yeah. Yeah. Not know them personally,
Not
but
know them, but at least know about
yeah,
them.
or be free
You should
to
be
get
free
on there.
to get on there and look
yeah.
at, communication.
Everyone should be free.
You should be free
Yeah.
in your house.
Yeah. You might think, what has that got to do with sex?
Oh, it
A
has
lot.
a whole lot to do with it.
A lot. Because once secrecy is built up, once there's no honesty and openness, it just kills.
It kills
Intimacy.
It kills intimacy. Absolutely.
It kills intimacy.
Absolutely. It kills
Okay.
intimacy. Now the fifth thing is that husband and wives, listen to this. This is key. Never use your body to punish your spouse.
Remember, we're talking about communication and
Communication.
sex. Yes?
Because there is verbal communication,
There's
and
verbal
there's
communication.
also non-verbal communication.
Yes. There's non-verbal.
So this falls under the category of non-verbal
That's
communication.
right. Non-verbal.
When you use your body to punish your husband
Yes.
or your wife.
Yes? Passive aggression.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
The husband is maybe he made you angry earlier on in the day, and you said, well, I know he's going to want it tonight, and I'm going to refuse him
That's
it
right.
tonight
Yeah.
to let him understand.
He's not having it tonight.
He's not having it tonight. Let him understand how I feel.
Yeah.
No. That's not the best way to go about it. That's missing the point.
That is missing the
You
point.
are not to use your bodies to punish each other.
That's right.
Remember the scripture that we read yesterday, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3 to 5. Now when you're married, the husband's body is being given over to the wife,
Yes.
and the wife's body is being
Yes.
given over
That's
to
right.
the husband.
That's right.
So you both have authority over each other's bodies.
Yes. Sex on demand.
Yeah, I like that. Yes. Sex on demand. So it is really key that we understand this, that we never use our bodies to punish our spouses, because what we are communicating when we do that is rejection.
Yes.
Rejection. No man likes to be rejected. No woman likes to be rejected.
No.
Good. So, and that moves us very quickly again to the next one. I think that's the sixth one. Okay. And we're kind of like going about the communication to meeting each other's sexual needs need to be verbally communicated
Verbally
between
communicated.
husband and wife.
Because, hon, I know that you, as husband and wife,
let's settle on there for a moment. Yeah.
Because as husband and wife, I know you both know you want to meet each other's needs.
Yeah.
But we need to communicate this commitment. In what way, hon? So we're talking.
Yeah.
Babe, I am committed to meeting your sexual need.
needs.
You actually we need to communicate
That's
it.
right. That's right. We need to communicate.
You might have
yeah.
it at the back of your mind. Okay? You might have it at the back of your mind that this is what I'm going to do in my marriage. Who cares about what you have at the back of your
That's
mind?
right. That's right. That's right.
We want to hear
We
it.
want to hear it.
I want to
wanna
hear
hear
it. Why do you think you want your husband to say I love you 20 times a day? Do you not realize he does? You know he does. But,
Yeah.
you know, there's a need. There are needs in women and there are needs in men.
Amen. That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And therefore, we need to be verbally communicating. Who is a mind reader? I'm not a mind reader.
That's right.
To know
That's right.
how you want something. Or to know what our vision for that thing is going to be. Nobody is a mind reader. You're not one. Your spouse isn't a mind reader.
So it should be verbally communicated.
Yes.
Where you're saying how you like it,
That's right.
how you don't like it,
That's right.
what your needs are, what makes you feel most fulfilled.
Exactly.
You know.
In fact, if
in
you
there.
both commit on to letting each other know that you're committed to ensuring a fulfilling sex life in your marriage, like look at yourselves in the eye, hold hands, and say, babe, I want us to have a fantastic sex life in our marriage.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes. So and also, you know, it is good. Right. I like what's going on.
I like that. Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, a few comments. That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Said is a woman.
Dolly.
Dolly said, "Oh, dear, on demand."
demand.
That's right, on demand. And I know, you know, men are going to be so hot on that. yeah. He says, look at Pastor Mary say. He said, "Is a woman also free to communicate her sexual needs without the man being biased?"
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
Men, let me tell you this: when the woman sometimes initiates sex, it makes the man even feel more aroused than ever. Why? Because it's his wife doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I normally
So
tell
he
you,
feels. So hon, he feels wanted.
he feels wanted. He feels valued.
Yes.
He feels that, oh, my wife knows that I can meet her needs
Yes,
sexually.
that's
That's
right.
why that my wife wants me.
Yes.
I mean, that there's nothing greater and more satisfying than that for a
Yes,
man.
but hon,
Yeah.
again, more especially, I think Pastor Mary is saying, is a woman free to communicate her sexual needs, not about getting the man to know that she wants sex now, but communicating her sexual needs, so without the man being biased. Like, you know, do you know that sometimes some men, when some women communicate what they like, what they need,
Yeah.
the man at the back of his head might be thinking, what were you in your past? So
Yeah,
there should be no
yeah.
bias. This is about maturity.
That's right.
Remember what I said at the beginning of
Yeah.
the broadcast.
Yes.
We need to develop maturity in marriage
That's
to be
right.
able to handle marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage is not for small boys.
No, it's not. It's not.
Nor is it for small
boys.
girls. You know, I was asked yesterday on the show.
Yeah.
Someone wanted to know if, oh my gosh, what we're preaching is so good, but
Yeah.
were you guys had you guys been with other people before your marriage? So are you free? Is a woman free to let her husband know
Yeah.
that she has been with other people, before marriage? Of course. Your husband should be okay if you're not Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
Your
yeah.
husband should be okay with it.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
the thing is, you need to be open before marriage.
Before marriage, that's right.
Some of the things that you've, been through, some of those things I know sometimes we cover a lot of things and it's difficult, but you know, we need to be open.
That's right.
We need to be open, but the reason some women are not open enough, hon, is because the men take advantage of it and get biased and probably even speak to a few people about it, like if they can't handle it. Oh my goodness, you mean that happened to you? And they can't handle it. That's the thing. And then they use that to build up a wall against their wives. That shouldn't be. There should be maturity.
There should be maturity in marriage.
There should be maturity.
And we have to understand that the past is past.
The past is past.
Especially as Christians, before you met Christ.
Yes.
So now that when you now are in Christ, the Bible says all things have passed away.
All things have passed away.
All things have become new. And all things are now of God. So that past should not hold the man down anymore. Because he knows that, okay, this is the past of my wife before she knew the Lord.
That's right.
Now she knows the Lord. And I myself also have a past before I knew the Lord. So now we both know the Lord and we're coming together under that banner of love and of knowing God.
As a husband, you should be able to see, if you're both Christians and you have had, for example, we had a Christian courtship.
That's right.
So it was a God-honoring courtship. So there was no sex before marriage. So we got married. We consummated our marriage with sex. Am I putting it right?
After the wedding
after
night.
our wedding on our wedding night. Now,
right.
Does that mean that we were virgins before that? While some people might have been virgins, that it would have been great.
Great. Yeah.
I wish you wish you waited.
But anyway, it's a real world.
This is a real world. Someone asked me, so were you a virgin when you married your husband? No, I wasn't. I had been with other people. My husband had been with other people as well, because we went, even though we went serious with our Christian lives. Yes. So we had our lives and our past. Does that make sense? So marriage is not for small boys and small girls.
It is for mature
people. It is for mature people. Maturity and self-discipline. So can you handle your wife's past? Can you handle your husband's past?
That's right.
That is the question I'm putting out to you.
And look at what Pastor Mary said. Openness prevents embarrassment.
That's right.
Which is brilliant. It prevents embarrassment and it prevents what you then discover. Later on.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Openness prevents embarrassment. That's right.
Good. So let's just move on quickly now. So the next point here is communication about our sexual feelings need to be talked about between husband and wife. Now, for instance, for us, earlier on in our marriage, we never talked about our sexual needs.
We jumped on the bed.
We just jumped on the bed, made love, and that was it. But couples need to communicate wisely to avoid feelings of rejection.
Yes.
Especially when one partner wants it and the other is not
No wonder we didn't really enjoy. We just did it. It was all, but there was never really things like, climaxing and stuff like that. Am I shouting?
Yeah, you are. Sorry, guys, because we got your
kids upstairs.
We're being mindful that they're not listening.
Now, listen.
Yeah.
If you are going to be reaching your full climax and you're going to be, let's put it in plain language, coming as your husband also comes. How many women earlier on in my marriage, that was not even, I didn't even know. That was not even there. But tell you what, when you communicate, when you talk about it, because we just jumped on the bed and did whatever, and that was it, we were all right. But when we began to communicate, there are levels. There are levels.
and really took it deeper.
That's right.
And then it began to get better and better and better. And not just the man is fulfilled, but also the woman.
So that your wife can be fulfilled as well. Yes.
Absolutely brilliant.
More than fulfilled. Once, twice. I'm telling you. There are levels. Okay.
And now the next point, still on this communication and sex, is that you need to have a vision for your sex life. Did you just hear me say vision? Yes. You need to have a vision for your sex life. What do you envisage, husband and wives, what do you envisage about a fulfilling sex life? It has to be discussed and mutually established between married couples. Make sex an open topic. Make it an open topic.
I love that, Andy. I love that. Transparency is paramount.
Absolutely. Make sex an open topic. If couples have a sexual fulfillment picture together, if
Yeah.
you paint it together,
Together.
sex gets more exciting and
Yes.
fulfilling as you engage in it.
Yes.
Have a vision. This is what we want to reach with our
Yeah,
sexual,
yeah,
with our sexual
yeah,
lives,
yeah.
our sex life. This is
Yes.
this is where we're going. This is where we hope to reach, to meet, to get to together. The vision that we have. I hope you understand this. And yes, I'm still a pastor. All right, so let's get that clear. Yeah. But
Okay.
we're saying real matter. So make it an open topic. Sex gets more exciting and fulfilling as you engage in it when you have a fulfillment picture, a sexual fulfillment picture together. There's no greater place to be sexually than to go into sex with an already established understanding of what is required to meet each other's needs sexually. So we're not going into it ignorantly. We're going into it with an understanding
Of what
of
is
what
required
to meet between ourselves,
to meet our
to meet
needs.
our sexual
And
needs.
how is that going to happen? Talking,
That's right.
talking,
That's right.
communication.
That's right. That's right.
Yes?
That's right. That's right. That's
Okay.
right. And the final thing around sex and communication is this: never develop an inappropriate or emotional sexual relationship with another person, regardless of the condition or situation in your marriage. Never do that. Because there's the temptation for that.
Yeah.
Maybe today
Especially when
it's tough.
It's tough.
When things are not going
Yeah.
the way you expect them to go.
Yes.
And so, there's tendency to have that inappropriate, or tempted to have that inappropriate emotional.
Not even physical, emotional.
Emotional.
So there's something you call affair proofing your marriage, and
That's
we'll
right.
be dealing with that
That's
one
right.
of the days.
That's right.
Affair proofing your marriage is one of the
Yes.
topics. But just emotionally, you can actually, Jesus said it, that once you have committed that, once you've looked at somebody in your heart,
Once you've lost after that person in your
heart, you haven't done anything.
yeah, it's actually as good
It's
as
as good as being done.
has been done. Okay.
So it's easy to develop this emotional attachment
Exactly.
to people. Maybe they give you attention.
They give you more attention.
They say
than
things
your
to you
spouse.
like,
That's
"Oh wow,
right.
you're pretty,"
Yeah.
and they tell you, they say stuff to you like, and that make you feel like, oh, look at other men, look at other people telling me how good I look, and the person I married to never even looks at me once and says anything
to me.
anything nice at all, and then you're tempted. Lomsi, we love you too, darling. We love you, and then you're tempted. I just read that comment. I had to stop. See how Doris is grinning. Look at you. Look at you. But yeah, it's true, isn't it?
True. Yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
It is true.
So
there was this story
there was a story
in the UK.
In the
here.
UK.
Believe it or not, guys, I'm sure when you hear this story, you're really gonna marvel. There was this story about two married couple who were cheating with each other online without knowing it.
Without knowing
You know
it.
how, in the marriage was going through tough times, and they were detaching emotionally,
They were
physically,
detaching.
and then online,
Online.
maybe by opening an account under a different name, and then they were cheating with each other.
They hooked up on each other online without knowing. This Facebook thing.
And so the husband will
Social media.
will be in one room, the wife will be in another room, communicating on their whatever, not realizing that they were actually cheating on each other. And so they arranged to meet at a particular place at some point. And when, lo and behold, when they got there, they discovered that it was themselves that they met.
Can you imagine?
Can you
that?
imagine the embarrassment,
The embarrassment of that?
And instantly, of course, the divorce, because one said, "Oh, you've been cheating with me online." So, yeah,
You've
also have
been cheating online with me as well.
So boom, that's it.
That was the end of that marriage. Yes. So the devil tries
this is
to
real.
tempt you with other things, but you must banish the thoughts.
Taking captive of
Taking
the thoughts
captive
and
of the
controlling
thoughts.
your thoughts. That's
Because
right.
you can.
Because you can replace thoughts with thoughts.
No, you can't replace thoughts with thoughts. You replace them with words, babe. You replace them with words.
Yeah. You replace them
Yeah.
with words, and that deals with the
Yeah,
thoughts.
it deals with
Okay.
the thought. It's your words that will deal with the thoughts. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
you can control your thoughts, babe, but you cannot control thoughts with thoughts. So you can't think, oh, I feel like doing that with that person. So that thought has come in. And then you think, oh no, I shouldn't do that. You're thinking it. I shouldn't do that. No, you control those thoughts with words by speaking. Say, I bind that thought in the name of, no, I do not do that. No, I am.
That's right.
I do not
That's
commit
right.
sin. I do not. Does that make sense? So you see, you cast those thoughts. You pull them down, not using the other thoughts. Have you found yourself maybe praying and then drifting away in thoughts?
Yeah.
And then you think you want to try and use your thoughts
To get back in
to
line.
get back in
No,
line.
no, you speak against those thoughts.
You
Yes,
just keep
that's right,
drifting.
That's right.
You drift and
That's
drift
right,
and
that's right,
drift.
that's
What
right.
do? You speak.
Yeah.
You speak it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now we're moving into the second part tonight, and that's the communication
During
sex. Yeah,
This is so
wow.
important for a vibrant sex
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Guys,
Right.
this is
now,
good.
During sex, men have their needs during the act, and women have their needs
Yeah.
also during the act.
Yes.
And so what we're going to talk about now cuts across both the man and the woman.
Yes.
Now, during sex, listen to this. Men love to be verbally commended during the act.
True.
Wives, Men love to be verbally commended during the
Yes.
act. It brings mutual satisfaction to the man. A husband wants to know that he's satisfying the wife during sex. There's nothing that cheapens a man's confidence when the wife tells him you're not even,
You can't perform.
you can,
that was
just
not.
kills, it kills
And the man says, "So how do you feel? Do you like this?"
yeah,
And you're like,
So wives, while the act is going on, let loose. Just let your husband know how good you're feeling while he's doing it.
Yeah, so you're talking.
It makes the man feel that he's a real man.
Yeah.
He's a good lover.
Yes.
And knows how to please his wife.
That's
because
right.
men want to please their wives.
do you know?
In sex, men want to please
Most
their
men
wives.
want to please their
That's
wives
right, want to
because
please their
it
wives.
brings them
That's
satisfaction.
right. That's right.
They want to, because the man it would usually be satisfied because he'll come anyway, isn't it?
yeah.
Whether or not you've come,
Yeah.
whether or not you've climaxed, he will.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he wants to feel the fulfillment for him is that he has satisfied you.
That's right. That's
And
right.
so you need to commend him. You need to, so that he feels that he's doing great.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then for women, look at this. Men, listen to this. Husband, listen to this. Women love to be physically admired and told about how attractive they are during the act.
Sex.
During the act, they want to know how attractive their bodies are to you.
It doesn't matter if you've said that 100 times.
But during
But
the act,
during every
this is wonderful.
You have got to-
men. You also have to be verbal.
verbal,
You
you've got to be
have
verbal.
You have to say how attractive they're looking, how
Yes.
attractive they're acting.
Yes.
During the act. And for the woman, this is affirmation.
Yeah.
The physical, it's affirmation in the physical, and that they are appreciated for the things that they do for
Yes.
the family as well.
Yes.
Okay, the things that they do. Women become very, very sexual. They say, well, not only are you good doing this, but I just love the way you take care of our children. I just love the way you've handled things in the house. It just makes me feel, yes, I have the right person with me.
Yeah, but Angie's saying men don't always have an orgasm when they ejaculate. But yes, they don't. But remember the ejaculation itself
There's a feeling that goes with it.
that comes with it. So they are there, they're half there, but and the woman may not even have an orgasm. She doesn't get anything out of it. So we want to avoid that. We want to make sure that everybody gets something out of
every act.
act of sex
As much as
possible.
Because sometimes it may not happen. Maybe sometimes it's a quickie and not the rest of
Yes.
it, and it may not really happen.
Quickies
like
are
that.
good as well. They have their place, isn't it? They in spicing the romance, they have their place. But there are just sometimes when you have to have, you have to have time for sex.
For sex. Now, one person wrote and said, "What if he isn't? Shouldn't he be told in order for him to improve?" Now, absolutely.
But
I agree
how?
with you. But how do you communicate
How you communicate that again?
You have to be wise.
You have to be wise in
communicating that. There's a way you communicate that, and the next performance you'll be like, "Oh, where did this man come from?"
That's right. That's right.
That he can improve.
And you tell him, and if he's making small improvements,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
say, "Wow, you're doing great, babe. I love this. This is
Exactly,
awesome. You're
exactly,
doing good."
exactly.
Guys, can we share this video?
That's
let's
right.
share this video so that others can join in.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
everyone
absolutely
watching.
fine.
If you're being blessed by
Yeah,
this,
please just share
please
this
share
now.
this now.
Yeah.
And welcome every other person that has
that's
joined
joining.
in.
In fact, look at one person. Say, with love, you could say where you're not happy.
Yes.
Wow. Absolutely.
Yes.
With love, you could say where you're not happy,
That's
where you're
right.
enjoying it,
That's
where
right.
you're not enjoying
Yeah.
it, and so on and so forth.
And
so
listen,
it's really good.
And listen, Oluchi, you know, you can actually, you know, because you were saying, what if he's not doing it right? You know, how do you?
Yeah.
You can actually affirm him first, and then direct him into what you want.
That's right.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
you
what
can
you
actually
love.
do that,
Yeah,
and men
yeah.
love that.
Men love that.
That you can actually direct him yourself. Sometimes you have to do that.
Look at that. Look at what someone says. It's so good when your woman tells you what she wants you to do.
Wow.
That's it. It makes the head of the man go.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
It's so great.
Yeah.
So wonderful. So
Awesome.
Yeah. So and the next point in communicating during sex is that men and women connect during sex and cannot achieve this without communication during sex.
Yep.
Now there is an emotional connection that happens.
That connection, you
Yeah.
can't achieve it.
You can't really achieve that
Without
connection
talking
talking to each other
during
sex.
sex. How can you just
do
jump
it
on
and
each other? Everybody's
it's
off.
quiet, and then
there's
and then
nobody
that's it. It
talking.
doesn't-
There's no.
You know, it becomes plastic after a
Yeah,
while.
it becomes plastic.
Very plastic.
And the
after a
voice
while.
as well. Remember, your bedroom voice has to be different from
Yeah.
kitchen voice.
Come on now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Bedroom
yeah,
voice.
Bedroom voice.
Hey,
yeah.
everybody, make sure you have your bedroom voice.
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely,
so
absolutely,
yes,
absolutely,
okay.
absolutely. Right. Now, another thing, because even communication during sex sometimes too is both verbal and non-verbal.
Yes.
Now, men love the responsiveness of their wives during sex.
True.
Now, imagine, you know, because as a man, I love participation. And so if the man is doing, you know, the wife has, she doesn't just have to lay there and say, all right, just do your thing. No, she has her own part to play
That's
as well.
right. That's
so,
right.
so that makes it most fulfilling and enjoyable for the man, because a man is most moved by what he sees. Even while he's doing the act, he loves to watch the woman really perform.
Yeah.
And that is key. All right. So men love responsiveness of the wife during sex.
Okay,
and
so
women
wives
love the responsiveness of their husbands
Yep.
as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that is so
So
key.
you need to respond.
Yeah, you just need to respond
And
yes.
say how you're
Yes,
feeling.
hon. Yes, you
Say
just need
how
to
you're
respond.
feeling.
Say how you're feeling.
Yes.
and let
every
it just.
second of
That's
the
right.
way.
That's
Say
right.
how you're
just
feeling.
say how you're feeling.
It just changes the mood and creates, you know, that atmosphere.
That creates that atmosphere.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the next point is that take this women, men love their wives initiating sex. It arouses a man greatly. Because you see, we're in this world where we feel the men always have to chase the women. Yes, I agree with that. In everything, the men, you know, have to, you know, always say, you know, let's do it. And
The man should pursue.
And the man pursues the
Yes.
woman, and that makes the woman feel wanted. But hey, wives, you can also pursue your
There's
husband.
nothing wrong in
You can initiate this,
initiating. The woman initiating sex, the wife initiating.
Yeah.
There are things you can do to make him know that you want it. You know, whilst you're on the couch watching TV or something, there's a way you do your legs or whatever.
Yeah.
And he knows. There's a look
Yeah,
on your face.
on your face,
And he
that's
knows.
right. And he knows straight away what you're
Yes.
trying to communicate.
And there's also
to him.
nothing wrong in saying, hey babe, I want you. Like,
I want you now.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that
And
at all.
finally tonight, romance. Romance, even though it happens or it should happen before sex,
Yeah.
but romance in a way is like sex before sex.
Come on. Come on.
Sex before sex.
Yeah.
Now, romance simply shows that you're on each other's minds.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it means.
When I'm romantic to my wife, it shows that she's on my mind. I'm not thinking of somebody else. I'm not thinking about other things.
Yeah.
When your wife acts romantically towards you,
Yeah.
it shows that you are on her
You're
mind.
on her mind.
She's thinking
It's just
of
you. You alone.
Nothing sets the pace
Yeah.
for a great sexual act than romance.
Yeah. It's like preparing the
It's like
atmosphere
preparing the atmosphere.
for an event. So can you know, by the time a man even starts texting his wife in the morning, even whilst they're at work, there are some kind of texts that go on between you. You know that once you hit home, that's it.
That's it.
The other room.
The other room.
Because the mode has been set.
Oh,
Because the mode has been set.
yes.
The mode has been
Set.
set.
That's right. That's
Yes,
right. Absolutely.
the mode has been set.
Absolutely.
Wow,
Oh,
this is
absolutely.
awesome.
This is
So
awesome.
many people, look at that. Foreplay is always good if you have the opportunity to do so.
That's right.
So you should make the opportunity. If not, fantastic. Foreplay, Andy, that's awesome. Foreplay is important.
good.
Women don't get there without foreplay. Foreplay is so key. What about men and women that couldn't meet their wives' needs and refuse to get help? You're going to need to get help.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to need to get
Yeah.
help.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you've tried
you've
communicating,
tried,
talking to
yeah,
each other,
yeah,
and it's not working,
yeah.
you need to
You need
seek help.
You need to seek help.
You need to talk to a marriage coach.
That's right.
And
That's
things
right.
like, we're here. You can inbox us privately and
let
things
us
like
know.
that. Let us know how we
Yeah,
can help you.
that's right.
But yes,
That's right.
you need to seek help.
That's right.
Why? Because you don't want to, like I say this to married couples, arrest those little foxes that spoil the vine.
That's right. That's right.
Before it is too late. We can deal with these little pockets of problems
That's right.
before it is too late. Why?
right.
We don't need to wait till it is irreconcilable and then divorce. No, we don't need to
becomes
wait.
inevitable.
It becomes
Yeah,
inevitable.
you don't need
we
to
don't
wait
need to
until
wait
that.
until
That's right.
that.
That's right.
We need to seek help. We're not seeking help enough.
Yeah,
That's why.
that's
At
right.
the right time, at the
right time.
beginning.
That's right. That's right.
When you start noticing these things, that's when you need to act. Don't wait till it is too late. Do not.
In fact, look at the
Chibo said foreplay is like the sex for a
for a
woman.
woman.
That's right. That's right.
And it's saying being all over each other before going to the other room makes it mind blowing.
Oh wow,
absolutely.
true.
And Mrs. McGeck says so true about the text messages.
That's right.
Wow,
That's right.
That's just
That's
brilliant.
amazing.
That's
Yes,
just brilliant.
I always say this, especially for couples who are separated.
Mm.
Say one person is in a different country, or one person is studying somewhere,
yeah.
and there's sacrifices that have to be made in their family,
Yeah.
and people have to be away.
Yeah.
Because you have that in marriage.
That's right.
When it comes to communication,
Mm.
do you know that sex is not always the actual act?
Sometimes.
When my husband, there were times when I was in Nigeria and my husband was in England for the whole year.
Hold on a moment. And this is to turn our phone to silent. So let me just, guys, if you don't mind, let me just try something. I think maybe we're having some interference. Okay, good. Right. Okay. Right. Carry on. Yeah. So
Yeah.
when I was here and you were back home in Nigeria at the time.
Yeah. Now, for that year, that whole year, sex for us had to be a telephone thing. Texting each other, spending hours on the phone,
Yeah.
just talking at
Yeah,
night.
Yeah.
You know, just romancing each other on the phone with your husband and when you're away.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's right.
To
that's
keep
right.
that flow of intimacy. So it's not about sex.
Oh, right, Andy, I get you. Sorry about that. I get what you mean. Look what he says. It's not yours. When you're going to turn your phone to silent.
So that's
And
right.
the-
Distractions.
Yeah, distractions.
So
Exactly.
yes,
exactly.
remove every distraction.
Every distraction.
Isn't it?
In fact, somebody said this. Says, what is foreplay, please? Right. Foreplay is simply the play you engage in before the actual act.
That's right. Like touching each
the way
other.
you touch your bodies, the way you,
The way you
set the mood
You set the mood.
with each other.
Kissing each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just kissing all over. Not
Yeah.
just kissing in the mouth.
Yeah, that's
or
right.
Kissing
That's
all
right.
over.
That's right. All over.
Whatever works for you in foreplay. Trying to arouse. Foreplay is actually what works.
Setting the mood.
Setting the mood. And it works for women. If a woman is going to the foreplay, does a lot in deciding
Yeah.
if a woman is going to climax
That's right.
or reach an orgasm
That's right.
during that particular
That's
act.
right. That's right. That's
So
right.
foreplay is about preparation.
That's right. It is about
preparing.
preparation.
Yeah.
It's about preparation.
By touching,
That's right. That's
kissing,
right. That's right. That's right.
you know, leaking, whatever.
Whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's foreplay
That's
for
what it
you
is. That's what
before
it
the
is.
actual act.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Wow. We hope everyone's really received and blessed by this.
That's right. So we'll quickly take the comments, isn't it,
Yeah,
hon?
so we're
And
just
then
going to take the comments and also please share this and let this and let everyone, you know, friends and as many as you can really log on and watch this and hopefully it's going to help your sex lives and help how you communicate
Yeah, we hope
about
this-
sex
yeah.
and during sex
and during sex.
in your marriage.
Yeah. Well, we hope this has been such a blessing. But let's quickly take the questions and comments, and then we can close it because we've gone way over half an hour.
Half an hour.
Is
Now,
is it a good idea?
They say it's the idea of watching
Watching
one
one
of those
of-
movies together really help.
Or is it a put off?
Is they put off?
I
what kind of
personally,
movies,
if it's anything to do with pornography, I would say it's a no-no.
It's a no-no.
But there are movies that are healthy, that are okay, that are clean.
Yeah.
With a bit of, you know, romance. There are shows that you can watch that are good. If that's all right for you, I think that's fine. But not going into watching pornography.
That's right.
During
that's right.
Because then
doesn't-
you're emotionally
Yeah.
disconnecting yourself from
Yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
and that thing you're watching becomes what you are feeding from.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how that wouldn't really help
That wouldn't help. Yeah.
with your own building up your own intimacy and all of that. But I do realize that what we see, visuals, do help. Yes.
And then
Someone said, I'm watching with my husband at the moment, and we always look up to it.
Oh, bless you. That's really
that's
wonderful.
amazing.
We hope it's really helping
We
you
hope
and
it's-
in your marriage, and we pray that you guys are going to have a fantastic, you know, sexual fulfillment in your marriage.
This is a good question.
Yeah.
Using sex toys, is it a
Is
sin?
it a sin? Now,
Yes.
the issue of sex toys, there's nothing clearly that says it's a sin, to be honest, but
Unless there are levels.
There are levels, yes. There's not a sin, but then what kind of sex toy is it? Is it the one that helps you to masturbate? Because masturbation clearly is a sin.
Is a sin, yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I think you have to be very careful in that area.
Yeah.
I don't think you need sex toys to be able to arouse each other.
Yeah.
If it's between you and your the husband and wife,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
You know.
But there are things that make it easier. For example, if a woman needs a bit more of wetness, so there are oils, isn't it? So things like that, I'm all right. I would say yes. Things to enhance. But when it comes to external
and actual
toys,
external toys,
actual external toys, then we're not.
We're not. Personally, we're not comfortable with
we're
that.
not comfortable with that.
Yeah,
Personally, if you want our
personally,
opinion.
yeah,
So
yeah.
actual external toys and
Because-
utilizing them on yourself.
Yeah, because ideally, you both should be attractive enough to arouse each other.
Yes. So, but honey, things that
Preparing yourself,
enhance,
things that
oils.
enhance, like oils, and
Yes.
also, you know, the kind of lingerie the woman wears.
Yes.
In preparation for
Yes,
this, the
yeah,
appearance
things like
of the
that.
woman. Remember, men are visually stimulated, and for women as well.
And when there's enough foreplay,
that's right. That's
if
right.
there's enough
That's
foreplay,
right.
the only time I would say to my husband, get some oil or something, is if he hasn't done his work with foreplay. But you can tell he hasn't done enough with foreplay, and then you're asking for oil, and you're asking for some, for some oil or something.
yeah.
But lubrication, that's right. Yes.
That's right.
So that is things like that enhance. That's fine. There'll be times when no matter what you do, it's just a bit dry, and you need some lubrication. And I like what Didi said.
It is.
Romance, communication,
bonding
bonding.
happens every day for my husband and I, because we're not in the same place. We wake up to each other and end the day with each other
Until
when we do see. which is about 3 days
in a month. Fantastic.
Wow.
This is helpful, you
This
see,
is
for
helpful.
couples
That's right.
who are apart.
Temporarily.
It can
maybe
be
because of
done.
Work or studying.
Because of work, studying, or family decisions. It can be done.
It can be done.
That's
It can
right.
be done.
Well done.
Absolutely.
Well done, Didi.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. That's a great
Okay.
one.
Fantastic. So
All right.
we're going to call it a day
We're
tonight.
going to call it a day tonight.
And we hope this has been a good session.
Yes.
Yes. So
and please share this.
share this.
Families, marriages, husband and wives need to know
They
this.
need to know this, especially Christian
Especially
families,
Christian
marriages. We need to up our game.
That's right.
We
that's
do.
right. That's right.
We
And
need
that's
to.
right. And let's kick the devil out once
Kick
and
the
for
devil
all
out.
from our marriages.
And talk about these
And
things
talk about this
that
thing.
people don't want to talk about. It's not easy for us. We've just, done church in the morning as pastors.
Yeah.
And we've done all the, spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're here now talking about these. These are the real things.
These are the real things. Absolutely.
If our marriages are not happy, who is coming? What's going to be happening in church? When couples are not happy in their marriages, and things are happening. So we love you too, Amanda.
love you all.
Listen, guys, we love you all. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much for listening
and God
tonight.
bless you.
And God bless
Tomorrow
you.
night is day 5 of the challenge, and we will be talking about finance. Yes, we're going to be talking about finance. Send in all your questions,
That's
send in
right.
everything,
That's right.
and we will be talking
That's
about
right.
finance.
That's right.
On day 6, we're going to have a prayer session for marriages.
That's
one
right.
you don't want to miss
You
that
don't
one.
wanna miss that one.
That's Tuesday night.
Yeah.
It's going to be prayer.
It's going to be prayer.
Awesome.
So all
Awesome.
the prayer requests for your marriage that you want us to pray on live on that.
That will be day
that
6. That will be day 6.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Amazing. So
same time tomorrow.
Same time tomorrow.
9 o'clock.
that's right.
Okay.
See you all
so
soon.
love you all and see you all again
We
tomorrow.
love you.
God
Bye-bye.
bless. Bye now.